The Chicago Bears lose to the Green Bay Packers 24-14. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL here to talk about the Bears' loss against the Green Bay Packers. And folks, let me just start by saying that this one hurts a little bit more than I thought. All right, so I picked the Bears to lose this game, so you would think that would lower, right, your expectations because you're just expecting the Bears to lose because you predicted them to lose and the Packers are the better team. But this one hurt. I'm not going to lie. This one hurt more than I would have thought because we could have won this game. The Bears could have won this game using the exact formula that I mentioned in my preview video. All right, there were three things that I basically focused on in my preview video. Three keys for the Bears to be able to beat the Packers on Sunday. Number one was ball control. Number two was keying in on Davante Adams. And number three was being aggressive. All right? Keying in on Davante Adams and not letting him have a big game. He had 4 catches for 89 yards. Again, not a huge game. A decent game, but not a huge game. So I thought they did a decent job. Davante Adams had a couple of chunk plays. But for the most part, he didn't have a game like he did last week against the Bengals, right? 11, 206 and a touchdown. Being aggressive, the other key. I thought the Bears were fairly aggressive. Maybe not aggressive enough, but you're going for it on fourth down. You're trying to score, obviously, and not take field goals every single time. I thought they were decently aggressive. Ball control. They tried to control the ball, but it didn't happen as much. 32 minutes is what the Packers had the ball for, and 27 minutes is what the Bears had the ball for. So overall, got close on the keys, but really couldn't get all of them done. And so the result is what you have it, which is the Bears losing this game. And to me, the frustrating part is we know what we have to do. This offense has to be more explosive. And you knew that going into this game. You couldn't just hide in a shell and just run the football all game long and depend on your defense. Even though Khalil Herbert looked really good. He had a monster game, folks. 19 carries for 97 yards and a touchdown. He is a stud. Love what I'm seeing from Khalil Herbert. But eventually, this passing offense has to open up. And Justin Fields had an up-and-down so-and-so game today, folks. Let me read off his stat line. 16 for 27 for 174 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. The pick was not his fault. That was clearly offsides on the Packers. And Justin Fields thought he had a free play on that one, and he throws it into the end zone, and it gets picked off. Aaron Rodgers gets that free play every single time, and he would have gotten that call. So that I don't blame Justin Fields for, but there was another one. He threw it in the end zone again, and it almost got picked off. The DB was out of bounds, but Justin Fields, first one, not his fault. Second one was, but he did leave a lot of throws on the field today. He did, all right? And here's what I'm worried about Justin Fields, folks. And it's not really anything to do with skill. It's to do with protecting himself. Took a big shot today. I think it was Rasul Douglas who had a helmet-to-helmet hit. I mean, thankfully Fields was, able to bounce right back up. And then behind this Bears porous O-line, I mean, Fields took a bunch of sacks. And I'm just worried about his health, man. I'm just worried about his health because it looks like even when he slides, he gets hit. We can't protect him, and so he gets hit in the backfield. He's trying to extend plays a lot, and this is just not good for his long-term health. I wish there was a way that we could protect Justin Fields more, but I'm just not liking that. All right, but as far as this game, I thought this was death by 1,000 paper cuts. That's how the Packers beat us. Because if you look at the Packers and the stats, they really didn't have any big games, right? I talked about Davante Adams, 4 for 89. Aaron Jones, 13 carries for 76 yards. Even Aaron Rodgers had a, solid game. I wouldn't say it was an amazing game. 17 for 23, less than 200 yards. He had 195 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yes, he had 1 rushing. But point being here is it was not like we just let the Packers go off here. So how did they beat us? Again, death by 1,000 paper cuts. That's the saying, right? You just have these chunk plays. Aaron Jones gets a chunk play. A.J. Dillon gets a chunk play. Davante Adams comes out of the curl and then just, down the field, it's 29 yards. It's just chunk plays after another, and they start adding up. They start adding up, and then that's eventually what happens, and you end up losing. And the Bears offense could not keep up. Again, there was progression this week. I like the numbers. A-Rob, 4 for 53. Cole Kmet had 4 catches, 49 yards, had a really nice conversion, and I think it was a third down where he was able to do like a little bit of the old Jason Witten, if you will, catch it and then just fall back into the first down. Darnell Mooney had a touchdown today, 5 for 45. Again, passing offense elevated itself a little bit, but we got to get more going. Got to get more going. That's the next step here. Justin Fields, I need him to play better, and he will. Again, this is still his rookie season. He's still learning, growing, but a couple of things I'm noticing. He has to do a better job of protecting himself, and so do the Bears, all right? Or else he's not going to last in this league physically because he's just taking too many hits for my liking. And then the Bears passing offense needs to get better, all right? And even if this means we become a dink and dunk offense, I don't mind. I don't mind, folks. But the passing offense has to be better. I need better numbers here. And when I say better numbers, I don't just mean because of the numbers are not looking good. Obviously, I wanted to translate to wins, but less than 200 yards passing is just not going to get it done in this league. You need to be able to throw the football a lot against the elite teams. You have to be able to do that. And so that's the key here, folks. Green Bay Packers won this game because of the fact that they had just chunk plays and it just kept adding up over and over again. Of course, the Bears had a bunch of dumb plays, dumb penalties, whatnot, if you will. But they had their chances. They had their chances to win this game. I think I said 27-21. They lost 24-14. So we'll see. But yeah, folks, this is what's going to happen against the better offenses. You're just going to have to put up points. 14 points is just not enough. I'm sorry, it's just not enough. You're never going to hold the Packers or these elite offenses to under 14 points. So you need to be able to score more. 3 or more scores is minimum against these teams. And we've got a tough schedule coming up against some good offenses. So you got to be able to put up points. So the offense, I need more from you. I need more from you. So let me know what you guys think. How do you think the Bears lost this game in terms of like what was the biggest reason you felt the Bears lost this game? I give you mine. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.